Well, good morning from Idaho, off of Highway 21. Well, I can't say highway, I should say smallway 21 in the Sawtooth Range of Idaho, United States. Yesterday we left Ontario, Idaho, and traveled about 60 miles to Boise, where we just really enjoyed that city. It's fantastic. That noise behind you is the Paiute River, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, and it is full. I'm going to show you here in a minute, but it's loud and also nice background noise to falling asleep to it. This is our campsite. We traveled here after spending about 2 hours in Boise, Idaho. Enjoyed walking around that city. I captured some photographs that I'm excited to share with you guys today, and hopefully some of my favorites will kind of show some of the series that I've been working on, the Windows and Fences series and a couple others. So it's a great place though, Boise, Idaho, and Idaho in general is a beautiful state from what we've seen so far. The monotonous drive through Oregon, eastern Oregon, was like almost like Mojave Desert in a sense, but just slightly different terrain. Sagebrush as opposed to just desert dunes and cactus. So interesting note about Idaho is that you're allowed to do what's called disperse camp, meaning that you can camp anywhere that you can not impact the environment with either your car or your tent site. So that's what we're doing today. We're disperse camp outside of a place called Lowman, a very small little town. It's got a school but nothing else really. We're about, I'd say, 10 miles from hot springs, or 15-mile drive from some hot springs that we're going to go to today, and probably pitch another tent and then do about a 10 or 12-mile hike into a lake. Just kind of hold out because apparently there's some pretty severe weather coming into the Tetons right now, including thunder and lightning and rain. So we're going to kind of hold out here, enjoy the weather in Idaho, and then possibly move on to some yurts or a cabin. Not quite sure yet, before going into the Tetons, where we hope to kind of be greeted by some warmer temperatures and some blue skies, hopefully. We don't really want to camp in the rain. I don't know, maybe I'm a wuss. Interesting thing about Idaho is that, and I'm going to show you here in a second as I pan around our campsite, that clear cutting is obviously not a problem here because they will cut trees all the way down to the river's edge. Now that's something I appreciate about California. They understand the impact of clear cutting, and they understand how silt and runoff ultimately affects a fish's ability to breed and spawn in the rivers, and this is not going to be the case here in Idaho. I mean, they have just obliterated the hillside. On the agenda for today is a small drive, some hiking, and some camping again. And we're looking forward to keeping you guys updated as we move around Idaho and ultimately into Wyoming. So what I'm going to do now is just show you kind of where we're at, where we're camped. Our campsite is again a free spot and a nice, beautiful, small stand of trees. What's left of the trees here in Idaho, because as you can see, the hills beyond our campsite are completely barren. Not a tree standing. You can look, like there's like literally a dozen trees on the edge of the river. But where we are, on the opposite side of the river, is a nice grove of trees. And we camped in these. It was about 30 degrees when we woke up, 34 degrees when we woke up. And it quickly warmed as the sun came up. And we enjoyed a small breakfast. Of course, some fantastic coffee. And that's about it. Cheers.